We're asking the younger generations to stop going out in public places, to bars and restaurants, and spreading asymptomatic virus onto countertops and knobs and grocery stores and grocery carts.
Well, there you go. That was a very serious warning from Dr. Deborah Birx of the White House Coronavirus Task Force, sending a message to young Americans specifically about the risk they have of spreading coronavirus. As you know, the virus has mostly been thought to be deadly in elderly people and those with underlying conditions, but it now is showing signs that it won't discriminate based on age.
It may have been that the millennial generation, our largest generation, our future generation, that will carry us through for the next multiple decades. There may be disproportional number of infections among that group.
So she went on to say that we could see more millennials diagnosed, even though the older generations are more susceptible to it because of weakened immune systems.
This morning, a Valley College student is learning that lesson firsthand, but right now she is thousands of miles away from her home.
An NAU student who grew up in Chandler is now stuck in Europe, quarantined with the coronavirus. So joining us right now is Madeline Snyder via FaceTime. First and foremost, Madeline, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. So take us through the process, because at what point did something turn wrong where you realized you had to go see a doctor?
I didn't think much of my situation until my friend had tested positive for coronavirus and I was feeling sick myself. And just with the hysteria around it, I decided it was best for me to get tested. So they sent a doctor over and I was able to get tested.
What have you been through since, as far as symptoms, as far as anything you've gone through? Is there any pain associated with this?
Initially I was having a lot of body aches and pains and I was feeling very feverish. I felt like I was having a flu come on to me, but I knew that was unlikely with the state of the coronavirus at the moment. And then once I got it, I also developed a sinus infection, so I had to go to the hospital here in Greece to get antibiotics for that.
How difficult was it for you to navigate another country's healthcare system with what you're going through?
I think normally it would have been super hard, but my institution here has been super helpful. I was able to reach out to someone and inform them that I was symptomatic and that I had been in contact with someone who had tested positive for the coronavirus. So they were able to send a doctor over super quickly. And they checked up on me literally every day, and they checked on me to see how I was doing. And when I told them I was having these other symptoms, they organized an ambulance for me to take me to the hospital to see a doctor to get medicine for a sinus infection that I ended up having. And I can't say enough about how helpful they've been to me here. I really haven't had to worry about anything at all.
What is your message this morning to us here in the United States after having gone through this in Europe?
I think a lot of people in this moment are being asked to do things that they normally wouldn't do, and it seems really difficult, but I know everyone's being asked to do these things, so if we can do the things now to minimize the effects of the virus in the future, I think it's definitely worth it. People my age definitely need to, buckle down, stay inside, and avoid spreading the virus.
Really quickly, you got some good news, most importantly.
Yes, I just found out that I can go home as of this Saturday instead of waiting about more days than I needed to.
All right. Well, we thank you very much for taking the time this morning to give us some insight. We wish you well, a speedy recovery, and we can't wait for you to get home. Thank you, Madeline.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.